On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Flutter.
To wave or flap quickly and lightly. Noun, the act of moving back and forth.
Examples:
Flutter around finding. A flutter of a bird. The butterfly fluttered its wings gracefully.
Nag.
To annoy or irritate someone persistently with repeated complaints, requests, or criticism. Noun, an old or overworked horse.
Examples:
Nag about the minor thing. Nag political leaders. She couldn't stop nagging her husband to take out the trash.
Incense.
A substance that is burned to produce a pleasant scent, often used in religious or spiritual ceremonies. Figuratively, something that is pleasing or satisfying to the senses, feelings, or emotions.
Examples:
Incense burner. Incense stick. In ancient times, people believed that burning incense helped ward off evil spirits.
Haunt.
To frequent or visit repeatedly, often in a way that is disturbing or unsettling. To occupy or fill the mind, often in a way that is unpleasant or persistent.
Examples:
Haunt memories. Haunt my conscience. The crowd's boos and jeers continued to haunt the performer long after the show ended.
Devoid.
Completely lacking or free from something.
Examples:
Devoid of life. Air devoid of pollution. The room was devoid of any furniture or decorations.
Satiate.
To satisfy or fulfill an appetite or desire completely, to fill or gratify to excess, to quench or extinguish a thirst or hunger.
Examples:
Satiate thirst. Satiate desire. Eating a healthy and balanced meal can satiate hunger and provide essential nutrients for the body.
Clap.
To hit your hands together and make a short and loud noise, mainly to show your approval or praise.
Examples:
Clap my hands. Clap a book shut. We clapped along with the singer's song.
Ragged.
Of clothing, frayed or not in good condition, tattered.
Examples:
Ragged edge. Ragged clothing. The old flag was ragged and torn.
Immortal.
Having eternal or never-ending life, living forever, incapable of dying, having enduring fame or lasting significance.
Examples:
Immortal soul. Immortal love. Legends often describe mythical creatures as immortal beings.
Doula.
A trained professional who provides emotional, physical, and informational support to individuals, typically women, before, during, and after childbirth.
Examples:
Postpartum doula, trained doula. The mother hired an experienced doula to provide emotional and physical support during childbirth.
Serendipity.
The occurrence and development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way, a fortunate accident or discovery.
Examples:
Serendipity moment, serendipity discovery. The discovery of penicillin was a result of serendipity.
Uterus.
A hollow muscular organ in the body of a woman or other female mammal in which a baby or young animal develops before birth.
Examples:
Uterus cancer, bleeding from uterus. The physician prescribed medication to relieve the contraction of the uterus.
Illuminating.
Making something clear or easy to understand, providing light.
Examples:
Illuminating light, an illuminating answer. The lecture was illuminating and gave me a new perspective on the topic.
First-hand.
From the source, directly, adjective, received directly from a source.
Examples:
Hear customers' voices firsthand. Conduct firsthand research. The manager tried to hear customers' voices firsthand.
Censor.
A person or institution responsible for examining books, movies, and other forms of media to determine if they are harmful or offensive and should be banned or altered. An official in charge of banning or suppressing information.
Examples:
Censor a book. Censor a TV program. The newspaper editor decided to censor the controversial headline to avoid backlash.
Contend.
To struggle to win or surmount something.
Examples:
Contend that tobacco is non-addictive. Contend for a championship. Tobacco companies have long contended that their product is not addictive.
Niece.
A daughter of one's sibling, brother-in-law, or sister-in-law.
Examples:
A bouncing niece. Play with her niece. My niece is a talented artist who has won several awards for her drawings.
Intellect.
The ability to think logically and comprehend information, especially at an advanced level.
Examples:
Enrich my intellect. Human intellect. Your intellect is capable of distinguishing among similar objects.
Trench.
A long, deep ditch made in the ground, usually parallel to a plate boundary and marking a subduction zone. A long ditch built in the ground for carrying away water.
Examples:
Deep sea trench. Trench excavator. A trench was being dug alongside the road by workers.
Vantage.
A position or place that provides a commanding or advantageous view or perspective, a favorable position or advantage.
Examples:
Strategic vantage. Gain a vantage. From our vantage point, we could see the whole city skyline.
Consciously.
With awareness, in a deliberate manner.
Examples:
Consciously aware of a problem. Act consciously. He consciously criticizes her in the publicity.
Curate.
A clergyman who is in charge of a parish, a person in charge of a museum, gallery, or church, responsible for the care and display of its collections and exhibitions. Verb: to carefully select, organize, and maintain items in a collection, exhibition, or presentation.
Examples:
Perpetual curate. Curate an art website. The art museum has hired a curate to select and display pieces from its collection.
Glimmer.
A flash of light, especially unsteady or reflected light, a slight sign of something.
Examples:
Without a glimmer of truth. Give a glimmer of light. There is, however, a glimmer of hope.
Unconscionable.
Not guided by conscience, unprincipled, unreasonable, excessively or shockingly excessive, unreasonably harsh or severe.
Examples:
Unconscionable behavior. Unconscionable decision. It is unconscionable that some companies exploit their workers for profit.
Flagrant.
Conspicuously or offensive, glaringly, bad or wrong.
Examples:
Flagrant violation. Flagrant disregard. The athlete committed a flagrant foul, resulting in his ejection from the game.
Shove.
To push someone or something in a rough way.
Examples:
Shove a person aside. Shove hamburger into my mouth. He forcibly shoved the flyer into my bag.
Adversity.
Difficulties or hardships that someone faces.
Examples:
Environmental adversity. Struggling with adversity. The team demonstrated great resilience in the face of adversity and won the game.
Trailblazing.
Pioneering, innovative, the action of blazing a trail or creating a path for others to follow.
Examples:
Trailblazing technology. Trailblazing approach. The trailblazing scientist paved the way for future research in the field.
Pointless.
Having no purpose or reason, serving no useful function, meaningless or senseless.
Examples:
Pointless argument. Pointless task. The meeting was considered pointless since nothing was accomplished.
Distract.
To draw someone's attention away from what they are trying to do.
Examples:
Distract attention from the real issue. Distract public opinion. Please don't distract me while I'm studying.
Brownie.
A small square or rectangular piece of chocolate cake, typically with nuts or chocolate chips. Brownie point, a figurative reward or recognition for doing something good or helpful.
Examples:
Earn brownie points. Brownie recipe. She baked a batch of chocolate chip brownies for the office party.
Ravage.
To cause damage to something badly.
Examples:
Ravage a country. Ravage the brain. A large fire ravaged the forest.
Bud.
A small swelling on a plant stem or twig containing an undeveloped shoot.
Examples:
Pinch off a bud. Bud grafting. The flower was starting to show its bud and would soon bloom into a beautiful blossom.
Soufflé.
A light, fluffy, and puffy baked dish made from beaten egg whites, often mixed with other ingredients such as cheese or vegetables.
Examples:
Souffle recipe. Chocolate souffle. She made a delicious cheese souffle for dinner.
Hospice.
A specialized care facility or service for terminally ill patients intended to provide comfort and support in the final stages of life. Any program, organization, or approach focused on end-of-life care and support.
Examples:
Hospice care. Home hospice. The hospice team includes nurses, social workers, chaplains, and volunteers who work together to provide comprehensive care.
Inaction.
The lack of action or activity, the state of not doing anything, the failure to take action when action is needed.
Examples:
Excuse for inaction. Consequences of inaction. Inaction in response to climate change poses a dire threat to our future.
Birthright.
A right or privilege that is considered to be a natural or inherent possession, often as a result of birth or ancestry.
Examples:
Birthright citizenship. Claim birthright. It was his birthright to inherit his father's estate.
Mundane.
Very ordinary and therefore lacking interest or excitement.
Examples:
Mundane affairs. Mundane objects. After returning from the war, he had a pretty mundane life.
Absolve.
Especially in religion or law, to declare someone free from guilt, punishment, or responsible for something.
Examples:
absolve you from this responsibility. Absolve a person of a sin. The lender offered to absolve him of $500 in debt on condition of work.
Icky.
Unpleasant or uncomfortable, causing a feeling of disgust or revulsion.
Examples:
icky feeling. Icky situation. The food left in the fridge for too long had an icky smell.
Disquiet.
A feeling of anxiety or unease, a sense of restlessness or agitation, a state of mental or emotional disturbance. Verb, to cause or feel unease, restlessness, or agitation.
Examples:
cause disquiet among the residents. Mood of disquiet. The disquiet in the community grew as rumors spread about the upcoming changes.
Powerless.
Lacking power, strength, or authority, unable to act or effect change.
Examples:
powerless position. Powerless in the organization. During the hurricane, we felt powerless against the winds and rain.
Recoil.
To spring or flinch back, as in surprise, fear, or pain.
Examples:
recoil in horror. Recoil from a snake. The gun recoiled with a loud bang.
Deathbed.
A person's bed, especially one in a hospital or home, on which they are expected to die or have died, a situation or event that occurs shortly before the end of someone's life.
Examples:
deathbed confession. Deathbed scene. The family gathered around their grandfather's deathbed to say goodbye.
Barefoot.
Without shoes or other foot coverings, wearing nothing on the feet.
Examples:
barefoot walk. Barefoot fashion. The barefoot hiker enjoyed feeling the earth beneath their feet.
Squish.
To crush or press something so that it becomes flat or distorted.
Examples:
squish the ellipse. Squish a tomato. He squished the insect between his fingers to get rid of it.
Plantain.
A tropical plant of the banana family, typically grown for its starchy fruit that is often cooked and eaten as a staple food in many parts of the world. The ripe fruit of this plant eaten as a dessert.
Examples:
green plantain. Plantain chips. I fried the ripe plantain slices until they turned golden brown.
Nephew.
A son of your brother or sister.
Examples:
3-year-old nephew. Nieces and nephews. My nephew is 8 months old and still being breastfed.
Insecure.
Not firm or firmly fixed, likely to fail or give way, or not assured of safety.
Examples:
an insecure future, insecure attachment. Children in an unstructured environment often feel insecure.
Crippling.
Causing someone to become unable to walk or move, causing severe damage or harm.
Examples:
crippling debt, a crippling strike. He is still struggling with a crippling disease.
Ache.
To experience a dull, persistent pain or discomfort, typically of moderate or low intensity, to feel a continuous dull pain.
Examples:
ache abominably, ache all the time. I ache all over after running a marathon yesterday.
Underwrite.
To assume financial responsibility for something.
Examples:
underwrite a loan, underwrite an issue of shares. The insurance company decided to underwrite the policy for the new building.
Explode.
To burst or break open violently and noisily, to cause something to burst or break open.
Examples:
explode in anger, explode in popularity. The old building exploded in a fiery inferno.
Pinata.
A decorated container, often made of papier-mâché, filled with candies, small toys, or other treats, typically hung up at parties or celebrations, and broken open by blindfolded participants using a stick.
Examples:
colorful piñata, piñata party. The children excitedly took turns hitting the piñata at the birthday party.
Glitter.
To shine with bright, sparkling light, to reflect light in a way that sparkles and shines.
Examples:
glitter against her skin, glitter in her eyes. Her dress glittered in the sunlight as she walked down the street.
Confetti.
Small pieces of colored paper or other material that are thrown around on festive occasions, especially in celebration or as part of the decoration.
Examples:
confetti party, confetti-filled balloons. We threw confetti at the wedding to celebrate the happy couple.
Turquoise.
A greenish-blue mineral that is a hydrated copper and aluminum phosphate and is valued as a gemstone, often used in jewelry and decorative objects.
Examples:
turquoise dress, turquoise jewelry. The turquoise waters of the Caribbean were a breathtaking sight.
Reabsorption.
The organic process in which the substance of some differentiated structure that has been produced by the body undergoes lysis and assimilation.
Examples:
reabsorption of water, glucose reabsorption. The tubules are responsible for the reabsorption of sodium once filtered by the kidneys.
Undulating.
having a rising and falling motion or appearance like waves, marked by a smooth, wave-like movement.
Examples:
Undulating roads, undulating waves. The undulating hills of Tuscany are a beautiful sight to see.
Envelope.
To surround and cover completely, to encase.
Examples:
Envelop the whole world. Envelop her in a bear hug. The fog enveloped the city, making it difficult to see.
Encompass.
To surround or cover something completely, to include a large number of or different types of things entirely.
Examples:
Encompass a broad range. Encompass the enemy. The optimal solution that would encompass all these elements has yet to be proposed.
Arthurian.
Relating to King Arthur and the tales and legends associated with him.
Examples:
The Arthurian cycle. Arthurian romances. The Arthurian legends of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table are popular literary motifs.
Solitary.
Existing, living, or doing without others.
Examples:
Use of solitary confinement. A solitary traveler. He never uttered a solitary word.
Culmination.
The peak, highest point or climax of something, especially happening after a long time.
Examples:
The culmination of her ambition. Culmination altitude. Their achievements stand as a culmination of centuries of development.